The day Evan said, "I want a divorce," I was standing in our Austin kitchen, stirring tomato soup for our daughter. He said it like scheduling a car service, neat and even, with no extra beat. I looked at the faint lipstick on his white collar, a color that was not mine, and the sound of the spoon against the pot began to feel like tapping on something hollow. "Because of Lydia?" I asked. The name slid out as if I had practiced it for months. Lydia was the chief accountant at Hart and Lake Properties, the real estate company Evan had built with 2 hands and hundreds of handshakes around the city. He did not deny it. "We are serious. It will be better for everyone." Evan used everyone like a blanket thrown over someone who was bleeding. I nodded. "All right." For a second, I saw a small thrill flash in his eyes, the promise of a civilized, fast divorce, exactly the way a man with a packed calendar would prefer. Evan thought he knew me. He forgot that 12 years ago, when the company had only 3 people sharing a pine table, I was the one who entered the first invoices into QuickBooks, called every subcontractor for statements, and could still remember the smell of ink on a 1099. I signed the papers the way you sign for a long leave of absence. My lawyer, Jen, looked at me and asked if I was sure. I said, "I want everything by the book, and I need to see the books." In a Texas divorce, financial disclosure is mandatory. Evan probably thought I wanted bigger alimony or a few more shares. I wanted something else. Evidence. If you ask when the revenge started, I would say the second week after I moved out. I did not break things. I did not round up friends to drink. I did not post online. I walked around Lady Bird Lake every morning, sat in the public library at noon, filed public records requests to the Texas Comptroller, the Travis County offices, and the Secretary of State, and spent hours on the property data portal where every transfer leaves a paper stain. The small pieces began to fit. Recently, the company had sold several parcels to a brand new LLC called Seabrook Capital, whose address was a mailbox in the domain. A month later, Seabrook resold those parcels to the final buyers for 20 to 30% more. The middle profit disappeared. On paper, Hart and Lake only reported a tip-sized gain. In reality, Seabrook looked like a hidden company. In the divorce discovery, I demanded the full general ledger, balance sheets, sales journals, and payroll for the last 3 years. Jen smiled and said it sounded like an audit.